get him.
I can't tell you how good it is to have all of us under the same roof again.
Christmas in New York. That's gonna be great.
How you doing? I'm Brian McDonald, Harper Stewart.
Hi.
Hey, baby.
Brian McDaniels. I like to ski in Vermont.
Shut up, Harper.
I like dating chocolate girls.
No more pretending.
Is it a boy or a girl?
We just wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, yeah? Harper's good for that.
I'm dreaming of a black Christmas, just like those Negroes I used to know. and you know.
I know.
Ones that come over, eat all your food, don't go home, put the feet up on the table.
That's one of the cultural experiences I have working for Spill, is knowing I have two black guys here I can share Christmas with.
Yeah.
All your crazy holidays and hanging out with your Medias. And
Hey,
We're doing Kwanzaa this year.
Oh, Kwanzaa. Oh, all right.
Hey, don't-
Bringing that back, huh?
hey, you ain't too far off with your Merry Christmas. Man.
Is it Scarface Christmas?
Yeah. That's close enough. Yeah, this is the
Little
sequel.
Feliz Navidad.
So, yeah, a little Feliz Navidad. Man, let me tell you something. This is the sequel to the movie that I like to call the movie my mama bugs the shit out of me about.
Yeah.
It was years. It's been years. Every time I would go home, my mother would say, Corey, you seen that Best Man? That's so funny. You need to watch that Best Man. It's so funny. I think I have not watched it yet just to spite her. I'm sick of her telling me
What
about
I
this
remember
shit.
from The Best Man, and I never saw it. But what I do remember from at the time it came out, there was a bunch of really niggerish comedies coming out. And the two that stuck out were like The Best Man and Love Jones, where people were like, no, this one actually has intelligent black people in it. Like, these are the two to watch.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I think I'm the only one in this room who has seen The Best Man,
And you're not black.
Yeah, yeah. And the funny thing is, I had a white friend who insisted I see it because she was excited about the sequel, and I was like, "Wow, you really like this Best Man?" She's like, "Oh yeah, it's so great." He's like, she was like, "Yeah, I mean, they really present black people in there as good black people. I mean, yeah, they're not being all gangster. It's like somebody actually said, hey, you know what? They're not all gangsters. They're actually some nice people that like to celebrate, like to hang out, like to do festive things. They're decent, well-spoken people.
You know what?
Yeah, but hey, and they found 5 well-spoken black
And
men.
they were fine. You know, it's funny because a white person described this movie to me as that uppity black person movie.
I thought that was a black person.
I'm glad we keeping it real, though. We didn't watch that, Leon, did we? Left that bullshit alone. We keep it to the streets,
it,
man.
That's right.
It left the theater before I could get there.
Yeah.
I got fuck about street cred.
Truth be told, you know what happened? We didn't get a screening for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just said, and just like,
Well, honestly, Corey, that was so long ago. I'm not even sure we were doing that.
I know, it was like 98.
It was 99.
Was it 99?
Yeah.
Oh, we were doing it. I guess
yeah,
didn't
we
get a
were
screening.
doing that. Either they didn't have a screening or we just didn't go. I'm pretty sure they didn't have a screening. And,
Yeah, because we would have gone.
and in true, as he said, niggerish fashion, we said, we ain't paying for that. we ain't get passed. We ain't going.
Come on, man. Don't put that on us like that.
I know. But you know something?
You know, the thing is,
What?
with this movie coming out, I was like, well, let me try to watch the Best Man, the
Yeah.
first one. And, I hit up Netflix and Amazon and Hulu.
It's not on
and
Netflix?
No, it's not on Netflix. You know what? Netflix did that thing where you do a search, and it goes like, oh, yeah, right. Would you like to see something like The Best Man?
Yeah,
And it had every black movie that went straight to VHS at the time.
that bullshit. Yeah, I know what they
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Watch
Would
this
you-
other black movie right
Would
here.
you like to see where you at?
or where's my baby daddy?
Black spring break. Yeah, man. We are a detriment to our race, man. We have not supported the smart black comedy out there. I do hear that this is a good movie, man. I can kind of tell that the first one was that movie that we always want to see. We want to see something that's not roguish,
Yeah.
not thuggish, not stupid, not silly, not dumb, and
Not a minstrel show.
not a minstrel show at all. And not something, probably something sort of like the anti-Tyler Perry that we have going on today.
Right.
And you were telling me that the first one is good, but it's kind of crazy.
It's pretty crazy. If you want to get into like the crazy nutty drama, especially when you have a lead character who's like the biggest asshole that they focus on, where this guy is just treating his friends like shit. You know, the first one pretty much dealt with the best man fucking his boy's wife. And
Whoa.
yeah, his fiance. Yeah, and all this gets revealed slowly but surely until like the big crazy ending that you get. That you can only imagine what's going to happen.
Taye Diggs apparently plays a writer. He's either writing about somebody that don't want to be written about, or he's fucking somebody.
Okay.
Or he's doing both, you know. So and he manages to kind of piss everybody off, is what I heard. And you kind of get a recap of that at the beginning of this movie.
Who was the cuckold?
Who was the cuckold? Oh, you know, it was Morris Chestnut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with Morris Chestnut, man, because that brother is big.
Right.
That brother. In fact, in the movie, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I will say this: he literally almost killed Taye Diggs, man. And they show you that at the beginning of this movie.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, he put a Suge Knight on him, man. He held his ass over a balcony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you right now, motherfucker.
He's a very emotional man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's crying. I'm beating somebody's ass.
He's either trying to kill you or he's crying somewhere.
Yeah, or both.
Yeah.
But this one catches up where the last one ends, where they kind of show you where everybody's lives are. And with this one, Taye Diggs is a writer. He's married to, I'm looking at the names right here because I didn't see the last movie, and there's so many people in here. I got to look at this. So Taye Diggs is married to Sanaa Lathan. Taye Diggs is Harper Stewart. He's a writer. He's married to Sanaa Lathan, who's just his housewife. She's pregnant. And then you have Nia Long. She's a big producer now. Her name is Jordan Armstrong. And she's dating a white dude. And then Morris
God
Chestnut.
damn it.
I know. I told you, man.
She's dating the whitest white dude you could possibly find.
I like how we get.
Was it DJ Qualls?
Yeah.
I think they do this in black movies just to shut black women up. Y'all only like white women. Y'all ain't into sisters no more. You notice in all these black movies now, there's always the sister in there who's dating a white dude.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm married to a white dude.
And she ain't dating no DJ Qualls. This ain't no Napoleon Dynamite kid. No, she's dating like John Hamm Jr.
No, you got Morris Chestnut. He's a big NBA football player right now. I mean, NFL football player right now.
I was like, man, that's a trick.
Damn.
He dribbles that football right down the field. Swish. Throws that shit over the field goal. Nothing but net. Ain't no net on that fucking field goal. Why you still here?
That's why we keep losing.
No, Morris Chestnut, he plays Lance Sullivan, NFL player. He's the one that Taye Diggs was messing with. And Monica Calhoun is his wife, and they're living in a big fancy house. They got beautiful children. Harold Perrineau.
Show off his shit.
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, he's a football player.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harold
But
Perrineau.
but he has all that stuff because God gave it to him, blessed him.
Always saying his prayers, unlike you, Leon.
It's a Black holiday movie, man. You know, God has
got
to be
to
in
find
there
his way in
somewhere.
there. You're
Thank
right.
God for this.
Harold Perrineau. You know that brother, man.
Oh yeah, from Lost.
From Lost
and
and Oz and all. You know,
Matrix.
he's always
The Matrix.
He's always some smart brother out there spouting something, you know. Either he's telling poetry or telling you about essays or some shit. He's the same guy here, kind of. He has a school that is in threat of getting shut down.
Same guy, but without the dreadlocks, and he traded the dreadlocks for some real nappy hair.
True brother.
Wait, his school is about to get shut down.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to put on a talent show and save the school and the rec center at the same time.
This is kind of contrived, but not in that way.
Okay,
They know when
all
to
right.
pull the brakes on that. Regina Hall is his wife, and she has a past. She used to be a stripper. She used to do some dirty shit. And
I love Regina Hall.
She's about as trashy. You know what they like to call ratchet vagina. You know,
She's scandalous.
Yeah, she's scandalous. Yeah, she's helping with the school, but because of her past, it's putting the school under threat of being shut down because nobody wants to fund it now. And then you have Melissa De Sousa, as if Harold Perrineau didn't have enough problems. His ex-girlfriend shows up and is just trying to throw some ass at him just because she can. You know, just trying to fuck his marriage up just because she can.
She's a reality TV star, or one of those housewife chicks.
Oh, jeez.
Now, you see all these people have all these problems. I mean, it's bad enough for them just to be by themselves and have these problems. Right. But Morris Chestnut, big Lance Sullivan, you're right. He's got to show his shit off. So he says, hey, everybody, come see all my good shit during Christmas in this one house where you all can get together and just fucking hate each other because of past shit.
Because what would Christmas be
Without drama?
Yeah, without some drama for your mama. Drama for Santa Claus.
Well, now, if he's smart, he got with the reality TV chick and just installed cameras everywhere and could produce a show.
But that wouldn't be Christian now, would it?
Well, you know.
But the one that
God
shows
wouldn't
up,
have
Somebody has
that.
to pay for the church.
now all this drama's going on. You can tell where all of it's going to go. But the one friend that I haven't mentioned yet that needs to show up is Terrence Howard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's all the drama you need.
I packed this room with dynamite and it should be safe. As long as you don't throw that match in there called Terrence Howard.
Yeah, and he even has a name that fits his personality. It's Quentin Spivey. Now, have you ever known a black person named Spivey that didn't have something going on with
it was
them?
always starting trouble.
Always starting trouble, yeah.
Damn poisonous snake.
Actually, he's the guy that does not start the most trouble. In a way, he's kind of the voice of reason. I mean, he's real. He's talking
God
shit the
damn.
whole time.
He's the Michael
Yeah.
Shannon of the group from Revolutionary
Yeah,
Road.
he's going around telling everybody how they're fucked up. He's like, listen, yeah, I take pictures of my dick and send it to people, but you broke.
Yeah.
You a bitch. Your wife is sick. You know, hey,
Yeah.
I'm the most normal person here right now.
I spell out what I am.
Yeah, you know, it's and
And I know he's crazy as hell, but Terrence Howard has become my go-to guy.
this is the dude that actually makes the movie, man.
He
I mean,
really
the
does.
you know, the more I think about this movie, the more I like it. I mean, when I was there, I was like, man, this is some contrived, predictable shit. I can't believe that they brought me to this soap opera. And when he comes in, he's the guy that lifts this above. Because I tell you what it is. When Terrence Howard is not around and being funny, the movie is Tyler Perry light. I told you this when we
Sure.
weren't recording.
Right.
Which means that, okay, you know, if you're going to bring all this drama, I mean, this could use like a black man that beats his wife. You know, where's the crackhead
Come
chick,
on, man.
you know?
You can't have it both ways. You
I
can't
know.
complain when Tyler Perry does it, then complain when somebody else doesn't
You
do
know,
it.
where's the fat cross-dressing chick? You know, I mean, it could...
Where's the evil, rich, dark-skinned black man?
And yeah, you know, and Terrence Howard feels the comedy that Medea would do. But I'm just saying, you know, I've gotten to the point now, I'm a little spoiled. When I see drama and I just see it just be normal drama, no, I need you to spice it up with something just crazy. I need you to just go off the deep end with it.
I need Janet Jackson to come in and just start smashing shit.
Yeah, start smashing shit, you know.
I need to see a guy almost throw a child out the window or something.
I need for somebody's storyline to start out where they're normal, only to find out that they have AIDS and a drug addiction and they're a woman abuser. You know, I need that kind of shit. I need it to be sprung on me. You know, this right here is very predictable. But man, you know what I could see in this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna turn it over to you because you should be the one to really speak on this. All right. When I'm watching this, I can tell that if you're familiar with the first one, and if you like these characters, then you're gonna enjoy seeing them come back together, and have this sort of reunion. He was telling me something that I saw without even seeing it, though. The chick, Melissa D'Souza, I could tell right then that she kind of had a loose part in the beginning, and they just brought her back just because they had to, just because they want to bring everybody back from the original. They really just fucking threw them together.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't know if it was like in her contract to be in the second one because when you watch that first one, she is like barely in it. I mean, she's barely a footnote in it. And when you see her, you're like wondering, well, wait a minute, she broke up with this dude, and all his friends couldn't stand her in the first movie. And yet, I don't think any of these girls, any of their wives or any of their friends know who she is. So why in the hell did they bring her back? Not just her, but now she has a kid that they string along in this movie. And part of her kind of story in there is that she has a daughter who she's always bitching at because it's not her. And this is a girl who usually gets what she wants because now she's a big TV star.
Yeah.
You know, always trying to have that certain image of her. Yet everyone knows that, no, you're still the same person I used to know. You're very, self-centered. You're a bitch. You know, but the whole time you're like thinking, who in the fuck, how did she get on the invite list at this house?
That was gonna be my
that's what I'm
question.
saying.
Like, who invites somebody's exes to the big
Who
Thanksgiving
the fuck
hangout?
thought this was a good idea? I mean, why was it a good idea to bring all these people who have beef and tension with each other?
Yeah.
I mean, why would this guy, because Morris Chestnut brings Taye Diggs back to his house. He invites him. Now, maybe his wife has something to do with it, but
That would be even worse.
that's the wife that he fucked from the first
Right.
one.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, and the whole time, he's looking at her like, nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know, he's threatening through the whole thing. You know,
he is.
When Taye Diggs walks in, there's never a smile.
No, and at the same time, Taye Diggs, his new girl, which I guess they're married, but there's a woman who shows up who used to have some kind of like the relationship with Taye Diggs where they almost had sex in the first movie.
Yeah.
And I think even his wife was aware there was something going on between the two, but of course she's invited as well. So it's like, you know, you're like thinking, wow, this is a recipe for disaster, obviously. So maybe it could be an interesting film.
Yeah.
Once we get back and explore all this shit that happened back in 1999, you know.
Yeah.
But the fact that there are kids involved now, you know, just it's one of those movies I think people who enjoyed the original, I think they'll like this one. But saying that, watching that first movie was really so unique just because it's the first movie I saw where you had a main character that was just a complete ass. And yet the whole time you're questioning, why is this movie about this dickhead?
He's the protagonist.
It's fascinating watching. I mean, I couldn't peel my eyes away from it.
That's what I got from it. I was like, from what I was able to sum up, I said, this guy's an asshole, and he's the guy I'm supposed to like.
Taye Diggs?
Yeah. You're supposed to feel you're supposed to feel sorry for this dude.
But yet at the beginning of the movie, he's still kind of being a dick because he has the deal with Taye Diggs is why he decides to go hang out with that guy, even though he's kind of reluctant about it.
Because he wants to get his ass kicked. That's why.
He should be, is because he in the first movie he had a real successful book. And this one, you realize that after that first book, he hasn't really been selling books like he used to, and his publisher's going, look, fuck what you like. You need to get over there back to that friend of yours, start writing about his ass, you know, go there, get some dirt on him or find out what he's doing, write a book centered on this guy, and then I guarantee we're going to have we're going to have fucking sales, you're going to have money, and we're all going to be happy. And Taye Diggs is like, I don't know, that sounds like a really bad idea. It's like,
basically,
fuck you.
even when he's trying, even when he's trying
to that fucking house.
Yeah. You want to be on the street, bitch?
No shit. No.
You better betray your friend.
Yeah, so Taye Diggs is once again doing something stupid, which he's like, you know, he's kind of trying to contemplate if he should write this book, yet he starts to get information, and you're like, oh man, you're gonna get fucking punched in the face. You're gonna get thrown off that balcony.
You just see it coming. I mean, things are happening for a reason. That's what I'm saying. Everything is telegraphed, and
it is.
You know, and that's in. From whatever creativity or originality or whatever they said they had in the original, you know, I don't.
It's not so much there, but you know, it does win you over because you do have Terrence Howard who is spelling all this shit out. Like when the guys are together, that's kind of when the movie is working.
Yeah.
You know, because it feels like you're out with your friends. They don't know any better, but you got your one friend Taye Diggs like just busting out the truth on everybody.
Yeah.
And everyone can't help but go, yeah, you know, you're right. You know, but I mean,
everything you could tell every time somebody want to say, "Damn man, why don't you control your didn't you fuck your best friend's wife?" No, yeah. I didn't.
But even that dude from The Matrix.
But do it though. How's he say it?
Man, see, you talk about running gags. See, I wasn't gonna even do it.
Come on, you got to do it. We don't have a Terrence Howard movie every month.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and everyone's like,
come on, do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I'm trying to think of a scene. I'm trying to think of a line or a scene in there where he actually did something fucked up or said something to somebody. Oh yeah, there was a part where he's looking at Regina Hall.
Yeah,
he got Harold Perrineau, his friend there. He's telling him about his wife, saying, "Look at my wife, man, this is gonna destroy us," and she's getting naked and getting ready to like have sex with somebody. And he looks at that video and he's like, "Shit, man, I'm starting to get a hard on this." The guy's like, "Man, come on, that's my wife." And he don't even break character for that. He said, "Shit, I'm still hard, man."
That's my wife, dude.
How did Elliot find this in the first place? Is he a porn watcher?
Hey, first of all, it's not porn.
165,328, 29, 30. Viewers say otherwise. This is porn.
You're not making this better.
It's getting me a little excited, man.
Stop it.
Aw, you guys look cute in your PJs.
Oh, we were going to go hang out with the fellas. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, no. Please, they got 900 channels up in here. Plus, me and Robin are going to sit up and talk about people. So.
Talking about people.
Oh, babe, can I use your phone? Because I can't get a signal up in here.
The one I'm holding?
Yes, stop. Would you hand me that?
But there is a tender moment. It's something about
cut.
Yeah.
I didn't know he would film.
There is something when you hear Terrence Howard say this. It sounds like the most heartfelt line in the movie. Everybody can say this particular line in the movie, and it sounds like they're acting. But when Terrence Howard says it, it sounds like he's really saying. He just Taye Diggs is just down, man. Everybody hates him. He ain't getting no money. He don't know what his family's gonna do to survive. And Taye Diggs just looks at no offer him no money or anything. Just says, "Hey man, I love you." And you're like, wow. For some reason, when you hear Terrence Howard say that, you think it's going to be all right, man.
Especially when he's dressed up like Santa Claus.
Yeah, he was. He was drunk. There's a point. He's going to sit on a chair. All these kids are on top of him and shit. He's like, get these damn kids off me, man.
But whenever
he's good,
he's
man.
good. Whenever he's hanging out with that dude from The Matrix, I'll never.
Harold Perrineau.
Harold Ferrari. Yeah. Well, those two are actually great together. They're the ones who are kind of breaking up the sort of Tyler Perry type of story, because that does get shoved in your face towards the end of it all, it's getting so damn cheesy, and they're bringing in the guy, because here's the thing about here's the interesting thing about Taye Diggs' character. The guy is obviously an atheist in the film. I mean, because
he's more agnostic. He felt like his faith is being tested. He never said I'm an atheist.
Well, in the first movie, he seemed more of an atheist than anything, because anytime anybody brought up God, he would laugh and go, "Really, man? Come on, really? Imaginary guy up in the sky?" I'm like, that just strikes me as an atheist, but it's because of the circumstances where you were like, okay, either the guy can be cool about not believing in God, or he can be a friend, to somebody who really needs a friend right now.
Well, you know what? That's what I was thinking, man, about this type of movie. It's and I like how they say, in this a bunch of black people movie, they gotta tell you it's a black movie. Sometimes I feel weird about that, just that kind of description, but hey, it is what it is. But today, religion in black movies, they're the marketable thing,
right?
And you feel like, I don't know what the first one was like, but this one.
But yeah, they're like, look, you want to sell this thing or not?
I mean, Jesus, man, you got to stop the movie, because that's, they see Tyler Perry doing it now. So the movie
stops the movie to take you to church.
Well, the first one does that.
Well, that's what they do here. And I got to say, I'm not because, well, hey, I know most black people, they're going to like it. The movie did turn to church when Morris Chestnut was saying, God has a plan for us. God's fucking up his life, by the way, but he's saying, it's his will, man. It's his name. Now, of course, all the black in the audience were, that's right. There's one part where he just points at the sky. He's like, it's on him, brother. And I was like, oh, here we go. This is black people, y'all being marketed this shit, all right? All right, don't be fooled for this, all right? I mean,
but you got Taye Diggs that's pretty much rooting for Corey. Don't worry,
he ain't me.
I'll bring some sense to our people. The fuck you talking about, God? Imaginary character.
The other thing is that I do like this movie, though, for the fact that, much like the first one, it's showing black people being professionals, man.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you got Terrence Howard and acting a fool, but everybody else, they got nice things. They got nice children. There's parts here and there where somebody's got to act ghetto. I mean, seriously, because it's their character. You ain't gonna have a strip in a movie where she ain't taking off her shoes and earrings and saying, "Bitch," and all again.
Right.
I'll kick your ass, fuck you, bitch. But
saying that though, I have to admit that I like that both of these films never go that route where usually when you see movies like this where they have people being successful who are black, you always got to have that contradiction walking around. That one white guy going, how did he, and I always get annoyed when they say that, because they're still bringing the fact that, man, isn't this shocking? Black people have real jobs, and these
they have
movies
nice
don't
things.
ever bring that up, even when they bring white characters.
You know what? I tell you what I like about that is that, okay, oh yeah, you weren't with me. I told you I just got back from eating over at Papacitos. And looking at all those clown suits, black people coming in dressed in, all those purple and loud. Pretty much, black people were dressed up like the sodas that they drink. Loud purple, red, and orange.
They were dressed up like Sinbad.
He dressed up like Kool-Aid. And to see this movie where this movie's got some style, man.
Yeah.
These people are dressed, whoever the wardrobe department is here, that person, they got a great sense of fashion, man. I wanted I want to get this movie and just freeze frame certain parts of it just to get some style suggestions on how to dress, man. It's getting cold here now.
Yeah, it's true.
I can put on my nice thing.
Time to break out the good-looking clothes.
Yeah, I can wear my scarf now and all that kind of stuff. They're wearing. This is the first time I said, you know what? I actually want a bow tie now.
Oh, wow.
I saw somebody wearing a bow tie with the right jacket and shit.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, because I fucked that up. I can't rock that style, man.
That dude couldn't even rock that style in that movie. I was like, this fool, and it's Matrix dude once again, where he has the bow tie, yet he, like I said, he got rid of those dreadlocks. Now he just has like the nappiest like hair, and I hate it because you could see like a little white, like piece of tissue paper or something, like it's stuck in his hair. And I was like,
no, come on now, you making it sound like
you making it sound like buckwheat.
You making it sound like
I'm not kidding. I swear to God, I was like, there was a scene where he looked all disheveled. He's like, oh man, I don't know where we're gonna get money to save this school. Oh. He looked like a fucked up looking Doctor.
Man, you make it sound like he been sweeping the floor with his hair, man.
He was, and I'm just like, wow,
he ain't been doing that.
Come on, guy that they. Come on, man. He looked confused and lost.
That was gray hair, man. You talking about, man?
Was it gray hair?
I was gonna say.
I see lint and dust bunnies in him. I see dingleberries.
I know. That's the thing. I want to pick the dingleberries.
No. When I got out, man, even from my walk from the theater to the car, I was saying, I don't know, this should be a rental. Mm-hmm. But I know that some people who are going to see this, I think they're going to enjoy seeing these characters again, man. Mm-hmm. And I would recommend it for them. And, I did enjoy it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There were moments I was trying to be uppity. I was like, man, I'm too good for this. I know everything that's happening here. But, man, there's a part in the movie where there's a tragedy that happens.
Oh, no.
And as much overacting that was going on, I was like, oh, man.
It did. It
got to me, man. There's a part where somebody breaks down. And for you ladies out there, by the way, I'm giving this a matinee. It's a low matinee, but I'm going to give it a matinee. But for you ladies out there, I have to tell you. And I had to take his shirt off. And I have to say, I'm glad to see it because, I'm glad things are getting more even now. Whenever they were quick to show a white person with their shirt off and walking around showing their abs and everything, and everybody in the theater goes crazy. Ooh, and we finally got our moment with Morris Chestnut. I mean, and I would feel bad about this, but I think black women need this now. There's a moment where Morris Chestnut is walking out of a room with no shirt on. I mean, just walking towards the camera. Those abs are just walking to the lens, and ladies in the theater, in a normal crowd, people be like, ooh, I know, but when it's black women, shit. And even when it was 5 minutes later, one woman behind me, she said, God damn, that boy's fine. That shit scared me because I was like, man, that was over 10 minutes ago.
I'm glad that moment happened for you, Corey, in cinematic history.
I know that was
me. Where I keep protesting, look, can't these dudes just keep their fucking shirt on?
Yeah.
Why do they have to take off their shirt to remind me how much I suck?
Hey, man, ladies need it. Hey, guys got the eye candy. Hey, in Thor, we get that one shot where it has nothing to do with the fucking movie. It's just Thor walking with his shirt off.
Yeah, because they were like, hey, that's what people love from the first one.
That's what they want.
Get that shirt off of him. I'm sick of this inequality. I know exactly just what you're talking about because you never see women take their shirts off anymore. Back in the 80s, it was all over the place, and now never.
Yeah. When I was walking out of Thor, I kept slipping and sliding on that floor when I was leaving. I was like, I know this ain't butter. What the fuck?
Oh, it's butter.
This floor wasn't like this when I got in here.
I can't believe it's not butter. No, what do you think, man?
You know what? It's a matinee. I did have fun. You do obviously see some of the typical movie tropes with these type of films, but it's the characters that kind of got me. And like when they do movies like this with this type of drama, especially when it does help that they give you a lot of information at the beginning just to let you know the characters that you're dealing with. Yeah, they did a pretty damn good job. Even though I will say the first one is still, at least for me, the best one.
Of course.
That's
what it sounds like.
Yeah, it really is. But I think people who enjoyed that first one, I think they're going to get a kick out of this one. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, you need to get on it, man.
I know. I got to go back and see the first one.
You're letting your people down.
Yeah, worse than that, I'm missing out on Terrence Howard.
I know. You getting this cheap-ass dime store, Terrence Howard, with me right now.
I know, man, but I gotta have something.
I know.
You my methadone. Come on, give me a little bit
I
more.
know, man. Well, I'm not gonna give you anything until you go see this movie. This is why black people can't have nice things, man.
Leon wants that discount theater.
You don't support it. Now, come on, man, get your shit together, brother.
Oh, thank you.
I'm thinking if you guys go warm each other up.
Good night.
It's Christmas, and I'm willing to give, and I'm willing to receive.
At some point, we have to tell them.
In due time.
Wait, did you know about this?
Jordan, she's pretty special. I'm surprised she got past all you guys.
Who said she did?
He's just messing with you, man.